Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So guys, the other day I put up a video that was titled, I caught 900 coon in 60 sets. And that's the God's honest truth, I did. But I had a couple guys on there that called me out on it. So I thought what I would do today is we would go around and look, and I'll show you just exactly what it takes to catch 800 to 1,000 raccoon in just a handful of sets. So I'm going to get this camera flipped around here and let's get at it. All right, guys. Now, if you've been on this channel any length of time, last fall you saw these locations here quite a bit. Right down there, just on this side of that second driveway down yonder. Just on this side of that, at that road culvert, on both sides of the road, we had 4 dog proofs right there just because we're right there by that house. We had 4 dog proofs there. We took several coon there, several mornings in a row. Then we come about halfway up, and over here on the other side of the road, about where that gray looking thing is there, that's a telephone box is what that is. That's a landmark, okay? There was a coon trail that come across there. We had 6 dog proofs. 3 on each side of the road right there. Then you come up here to the turn sign, the 20-mile-an-hour corner sign, and on the other side of the road from that driveway, we had another pair of dog proofs stuck there. Then you come up to where the sign actually is, we had 4 dog proofs there, 2 on this side of the road, 2 on that side of the road. Then we come up here by this telephone pole right here, and you can see the coon trail starting right there. We had 4 dog proofs here on this side because it comes out of a driveway. I'll show you here. Let me turn around here. The trail actually comes out of the driveway from where that old substation used to sit. Then if you go up here just past my truck, you've got this little timber ditch coming across here to this driveway, and then again there's a culvert right there past it going out to that cornfield. There was, now I gotta stop and remember, there were 3 dog proofs in the trail coming here at the driveway, and then we had another 4 dog proofs on up here at the culvert at the gateway. So I mean, guys, that's, you know, 16 to 20 sets right here in 100, 125 yards. That's how you do it. Let's go look at some more. All right, gang. So we've got a farm pond sits right there, and we're just up the road from where we were. Okay. So we've got a farm pond right there. Comes across. Comes in there. The trail comes right under car there, comes right under that old Harris section. All right, and they're stuck in the woven wire fence. So in that trail I generally drop 3 footholds, 1 at the fence, 1 in the middle of it, 1 on this side of it. Then come across, the trail comes up here right there by the light pole, and again you've got enough room here to drop about 3 or 4 footholds right here, easy enough. So, you know, you've got 6 to 7 footholds set here in this trail. Okay, so we're just up the road, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 yards from where we just filmed there at that section of hair there in the woven wire. Now, I can already hear the grumbling from the guys like over in Illinois is saying, well, yeah, you can trap the road ditches, so yeah. Well, guys, all you have to do is stop and get permission, and I'll guarantee you that trail goes on out across that open field towards that pond right there. How many traps could you set in that trail coming out across there from that pond to this road? I mean, I understand you guys have got to be, what, 50 yards off the road, but you can still go, I'll bet you could put 8 or 10 sets, 50 yards in there from the road to where you can get on the trail and be legal. You could still put 8 or 10 sets in that trail going to that farm pond. All right. So then you come up here to this light pole here. And again, I'll pretty near bet. Yep, there it is. You can't miss that trail. Okay, so you go to the bottom there and you drop in a foothold right here on this side. You put a foothold in the middle and another foothold going up. Now we're almost getting legal to where we could start putting in 220s. We're not quite there yet, and there's only about 1 or 2 stops along here that you can legally do it until you get too close to another house. But again, if you live in a state like Illinois where you have to be off the road, you've got 8 or 10 sets going out across there. You know this field or this trail goes on across out to that cornfield. So again, you've got 2 or 3 over there to be, and you're legal. So it's not hard to do. Now we step across the road to where the trail is, and my gosh, you can see it from here. You can see that trail just shining like a new penny right there. All right, so you've got, easy enough, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You could put 4 footholds right there, easy enough. So there's another 7 traps right there. All right, guys, there's the trail right there, just kind of showing up. It's not real heavy. But again, you wouldn't get over about 1 or 2 on this side of the road, okay? You'd put either that, or you could legally drop a 220 in here in Iowa, or 2, and be perfectly legal, or you could snare it too. So you could go up to the fence, drop a foothold, clear up at the fence, come down about halfway down the bank, put in a 220, put in another 220 right down there in the very bottom of it. And we are only 50 yards from where we were just a bit ago. Okay, so then you go across the road and you can do the same thing. Drop in another 2 or 3 footholds or conibears, snares, whatever it might be. You've got 5, 6, 7 sets on this trail. And when they come through early in the season, like we all know they do in bunches, take a bunch of coon with you. It doesn't cost any more to stop here and take out 3, 4, 5 coon than what it does to take them out 1 or 2 at a time. It makes more economical sense to wipe these coon out in a hurry and get on down the road to the next ones than it does to keep running these same old sets. Now, then once you've caught the bulk of them that are here, you wait 2 weeks roughly, and then you come back and you do it again. Okay, now the next time around, you don't catch as many coon, but they're bigger, better coon. Do it again. Then you wait another 2 weeks and you come back and you do it again. You can just, that's a wave upon wave kind of thing. I hope that's getting through. It's just kind of a wave on wave thing. Take them out, come back, 2 weeks, do it again, come back, 2 weeks, do it again. All right, guys, so here we are on a creek that runs through my area. It's of course you can tell now it's pretty dry because we're in such a bad drought like much of the country. But this creek runs for miles and miles and miles. So what you would do is you would start crisscrossing it at every bridge and every tributary that comes into this thing. And what you would do, I mean, if I'm not going to waller down into that mess, but if we were to go down there and look, you would see the coon trails on both sides of the ditch. So you would sure enough set those. You would drop in like 4 220 conibears on this side, and you would go under the bridge or over the bridge on the other side of it. Drop in 4 220s over there, and you would put 4 220s in this trail over here, and then you would drop across on the other side, and you would do the same thing if you had room enough to do it. Then you would put about 8 fish stakes up and down this thing. All right. And if for those of you that are new here, or some of you that haven't heard of the fish stake set, go into my playlist and go into the raccoon trapping library part of it, and you'll see a video there titled The Deadliest Raccoon Set. That shows the fish stake. And I'm telling you, for those of you that can use it, you need to be. It's a deadly, deadly son of a buck. But anyway, so you would have, you'd have 16 220s and another 8 fish steaks down through here, you know, you're looking at 24 sets at one stop. You got the chance there to take 10, 12, 15 coon out at that one stop when they move. That's how you rack up numbers, guys. That's how you do it. You've got a handful of sets or a handful of traps, you can take a pile of raccoon in a hot, quick hurry by doing this. You don't have to have, you know, 200, 300, 400 sets out. I was the same way. I used to think I had to have that many too, but hopefully, as I've gotten a little older and gotten a little wiser, hopefully I'm starting to work a little smarter and not quite so much harder. So anyway, that's how it's done. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here. I sure appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to watch, and I know I've kind of went over this, all of this before, but I really thought it was worth touching again. If you haven't yet, if you would please just hit that thumbs up for me. Maybe go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you would. I would sure appreciate it. Once again, guys, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.